Welcome to the always available standard configuration video series prepared by ZeroNines Technology. This is Video 1, Install Procedure Master Console. This video will provide an overview of the download and installation procedure for the always available software application. We will demonstrate the installation procedure for the ZeroNines Management Console, which is the foundational component of the always available software deployment. The video elements include downloading the always available software package, unpacking the software, installing the software on the target server, and launching the application's management console. As a note, the always available software requires a Linux 64-bit operating system. CentOS version 6.2 is used in this video production. The standard configuration of the always available architecture is comprised of three components: the management console identified here as Sandbox 1, and two additional nodes that provide switching and proxy services identified as Sandbox 2 and Sandbox 3. This video will focus solely on the management console installation process. So let us begin. Once logged into the Linux operating system, we open a terminal session and log into the system as super user. From this location, we will now change to the system root directory. From the root directory, we will now download the software package from the ZeroNines website using the following command. Using the wget command and the associated data string, we will initiate the download. With the software package downloaded to our target server, we will now unpack the software using the following command. The software will now unpack to the working directory. We will now move to the always available working directory with the change directory command. From the working directory, we will launch the installation script using the following command. We are now presented the ZeroNines main menu, providing a number of options. We will select Option 1 to configure the Management Console server. We are now presented the Server Configuration menu and are offered several options. We will select Option 3 to create host file entries. For each host entry, you will be prompted to enter a host name, IP address, and any alias for that host. We will be defining three host devices in our standard configuration: Sandbox 1, Sandbox 2, and Sandbox 3. We are asked if this entry is correct, and we enter Yes. We are then asked if we are finished with host entries. In this case, we respond with No, since we have two additional hosts to define, Sandbox 2 and Sandbox 3, which will provide switch, node, and proxy functionality within our standard configuration. After adding all three host entries, we are then asked if we are finished with host entries. We respond with a Yes. We are then presented with a list of our host entries and asked if the host entries are correct. We respond with a Yes. We are now returned to the Server Configuration menu, and we will select Option 0 to exit back to the main menu. Once again, at the main menu, we will now select Option 2, the always available standard installation. Now we are presented the standard installation menu, offering several options, and we select Option 1 to install the console, journal, and messaging server. We are asked, do you want to install the management console on this server? We respond with Yes. The management software will now be loaded. We are then asked, do you want to install the messaging server? We respond with Yes. The messaging server software will now be loaded. We are then asked, is this the master messaging server? We respond with Yes. The messaging server software will load, and we are then asked, are there more than one ZeroNines messaging service installed? In this case, No. We are then asked to enter the host name of the messaging server. In our case, the host name is MSGSVR1. Then we are asked, are these host entries correct? We respond, yes. We are then asked, do you want to install the journal and synchronizer, also known as tracker? We respond, yes. The journal software will load, and when finished, will ask us to assign a root password for the database. We will use password. The load completes, and we are returned to the AA Standard Installation menu. We select Option 0 and exit the Standard Installation menu, returning to the ZeroNines main menu. From this location, select Option 0 and exit the main menu. Upon exiting the main menu, we receive a prompt. If changes were made to this system, it is recommended to reboot the system. Would you like to reboot your system now? We respond, yes. Rebooting the system completes the installation of the always available software on the Master Console server. After the successful reboot of the server, the following steps are used to confirm our installation of the ZeroNines software on the Master Console. After logging back into the Linux operating system from the Linux desktop, using an Internet browser, enter the IP address of the Master Console. The IP address for our Master Console is http://192.168.77.8080/console. As a note, the console advertises its services on port 8080, and console is the web services application. We are then presented the Cloud9's login page, and we use the default user and password to gain access. We are now presented the ZeroNines admin console page, assuring that the software is operational. In conclusion, we have just established the foundational component of the always available software configuration, the Master Console. Additional videos are available to assist you with installing the software components of Sandbox 2 and Sandbox 3, which will complete the always available standard configuration. For more information, please visit us at ZeroNines.com